I'm finna class shop. Can't get rid of me, that's what they really mad about.
I can't come down, I'm gonna be done. Right. And done. I wanna flip out.
That's how they story ended. You got
but I can't be a little bitch ass nigga like you wanna fuck with me. You wanna fuck with a nigga, right? Before I burn in hell.
Yo,
What
welcome
up?
back. Episode 40, Crash Out the Sitcom. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, aka the Funkle, the Drunkle, the original Drunkle Dundata.
Dun, da, da.
Not the original brother. Someone a little
Nah,
different.
you're original, dog, honestly. There's a lot of people that really ain't original, bro. But I think you keep it OG. I think you
Try to
keep
keep
it
it original as I
dog.
can, man. There are
And,
too many carbon copies.
We try to smoke that OG.
Just like you, man. You one of a kind, brother.
Hey, I
Real
try.
for real.
You know what I mean?
We getting it in.
It's kind of different to have like a different kind of style, but it's kind of crazy to see. I'm going to say this, dog. Honestly, I think, and this is just an example of what you just said, I think that I was probably one of the first New Mexican guys to start wearing the funky glasses, bro. Yeah, I'm just going to throw that out there.
The funky glasses.
So all you guys that have the black frame glasses, the thick frame, all that shit, like, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, the Cazals and all of that there for sure, man.
since
I
way
see
back,
you,
dog.
You
I've
were
had,
doing wow.
I've had glasses since I was like, I want to say second grade, honestly. Like second grade is like the summer of first grade is when I ended up having them.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma would put me in front of the TV as my babysitter, you know, on some cable guy shit.
We all know that one
And,
there. You're sitting too close.
One day I just started shaking my head and I was like, Grandma, I'm seeing two TVs. And I ended up getting double vision from sitting too close to the TV. And then that developed into an astigmatism with, I think nearsightedness or farsight. I forgot which one it is.
Either near or far there.
Far
for
side.
sure,
I want to
yeah.
say far side because it's hard to see things up close. Like
Yes.
but I could read things from like a mile away for sure.
Like I got it. It says
Yeah.
Loma Sex.
But yeah, anyway, sorry. I don't know why we went into that. But
that's
I'm
why,
a blind ass motherfucker. It's all good.
No. They look good though. I mean, I like your glasses. You always had style with it there. You always bring it to it. You know what I mean? And you make it look good.
Yeah.
You make it look good, my friend.
These are Gucci, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
So the Tom Ford's getting worked on.
Yeah, I don't know. I have another pair on the way. But anyway, with this show isn't about my glasses. This show is about crashing out.
On who?
First of all, we're gonna.
How was your week?
My week. It was all right. You know what I mean. I feel like the kindness is, sometimes always gets taken as a weakness, and then people always try to put things on my plate, and I just don't. I like to be the guy that they can call on, but it's like every time, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude. Like, if I'm this reliable, can we teach the other coworkers to be as reliable? You know what I'm saying? It's basically one of my mission statements for 2026 is spreading the work. You know what I mean?
Brother.
I know.
Brother.
I'm reading your
I just
mind
wanna
as
say, brother.
as I'm saying this shit.
Brother. Where do I start?
Go
Where
on.
do I start there? No, man, it just seems like, when you are a high performance employee, they expect you to perform at your highest all the time up to
100%.
their expectation.
100% of the time.
And in return, what do you get? No 100% reciprocation from their end. What do they want you to do? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, really, really loco there on that end, you know what I mean? Which drives me wild. Because I know that anywhere I go, I've always been one of those high performance employees. You know what I mean? Yeah. Up to the point there where, okay, Christmas party. Hey, we're going to get you a certificate that says you're the badass.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, I had
cool.
to get my coffee.
Here's a t-shirt. Okay, cool. You're good. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where, you know what I mean? I know how I am, and I know that I am a high performing employee.
Right.
And when there's nobody else to fucking give me time off, I get fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I need some time there. You fucking just run.
Yeah.
And no downtime. fucking, boy that fucking always be playing, you know what I mean? Trying to do this and that there. Don't forget about the man that's making the shit happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because guess what? I'm gonna fucking get really cranky real quick if I don't get any downtime. You know what I'm saying? And those people need that recharge, man. You fucking burn us out, we ain't coming back.
And sometimes like appreciation's cool. Yeah, thank you so much. But like sometimes you would feel like maybe a bonus or some kind of financial compensation would be nice. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I get
It's
what
the
you mean.
modern era, brother.
No, I know.
You know, even back then, man, our fucking parents were getting dicked around,
I get
Hey,
it.
guess what? You get a review for a raise once every 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At least we get it every year. So that's cool. Yeah.
Depending if the money's good.
Right.
If they have it to give
But
out.
I think they already gave us the max, which is crazy, but it's all good. We're not
Sorry,
talking about
Anthony, no bonus this year. We bought a new Mercedes.
Speaking of Mercedes, we're going to say, first off, rest in peace to Shock G. We lost this legend today 5 years ago. 4/22/21 is the date that we lost Shock G. The reason I played the Tupac beat, because technically he's responsible for bringing Tupac into the light. Am I correct?
He got him up there, man, for sure. Yeah, all around
Digital
the world there,
Underground.
Digital Underground there. Started off as a roadie there. You know what I mean? Did small little cameos. Let him know that he could freestyle. He went in with Shock G. I mean, y'all watched the movies and the documentary, so I'm not going to elaborate too much.
You know
on
who
that
Shock
there.
G is.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're up to date in fucking hip hop culture. But we're crashing out
Rest
there
in peace,
because
Humpty Hump.
Shock G, man, Humpty Hump. Oh.
I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom is one of my mission statements that I live by. No, I'm just
Dog, that's
kidding.
my karaoke go-to. Yeah, you want to see A Omega do that? There, catch me out of Civil Lanes every Saturday there with Brian Dudley.
Sorry to the Burger King that I thrashed. No, I'm
Catch me
kidding.
out there with B.
All right, cool.
Brian, I'll be there.
But yeah, no, I think it's crazy that we've lost so many legends, bro. And tonight we're gonna talk about the alleged losings of certain legends like Kurt Cobain, Suicide Boys, and more. There's a conspiracy out there that the Suicide Boys, they passed away in 2016 in a car crash.
Get the fuck out of
And
here.
that the new ones that are on stage aren't them, and that they
What?
that the parents. Oh, we'll get into it. You know. What I mean?
Oh, shit. Okay.
But
Let's
before
dive
that-
in. Let's dive in.
Before that, our opening crash out segment. There's 4 new policies in the USA. The homie at Frequency of Gods LLC told me to talk about this tonight, so we're bringing this up. Shout out to you, homie. The first one on the list was psychedelic drugs are fast-tracked for treatment. The government just signed an order to speed up the approval for drugs like ibogaine, used for PTSD, depression, and addiction.
Sign me up.
The FDA is being pushed to review these way faster. $50 million in federal funding behind it. This is wild because drugs that were once illegal are now being pushed as mental health solutions, especially for veterans. Why'd you guys take it away when the veterans went to war? Anyway, so the second one, marijuana is being downgraded federally. This is a huge shift. Marijuana could move from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. That means it's officially seen as having medical value and could open the door for more legal access nationwide.
Yes.
So it's not full legalization yet, but it's one of the biggest federal changes in decades, honestly. All right, number 3, government surveillance law extended for now. Congress just extended the FISA Section 702 warrantless surveillance program, but only for 10 days while they argue over privacy versus security. This is controversial because it allows monitoring of foreign communications, but critics say Americans can get caught in that data, which is kind of true. Number 4, new visa bans targeting foreign influence. The U.S.
Done.
just expanded a policy that blocks visas for people tied to adversarial activity, includes their family members too. So
That's fucking weird.
that's crazy. If your family got into some crazy group and they're acting radical and
They
it
can't come
ties
with you.
back to you, no, they can't even go now. Like the family can't even.
you can't come.
So you're putting
You
your
can't go, you
family
can't
in a
come.
fucked up position. So stop doing fucked up shit. I'm just kidding.
Play straight.
Let's see. There's a bonus. Also, what's happening now is Haitian immigrants may get temporary protection from deportation. The House passed it. Federal Reserve policy could shift toward less transparency if new leadership takes over.
That's a crazy area there down there in Haiti too. There because you know what I mean. They keep going from parliaments and new, you know what I mean, new governing systems there. You know what I mean. They are a wild, wild west.
Oh yeah.
Of the islands down there, dog. You know what I mean. They're really in a gray area, which is crazy because there's a lot of moves that go down there in Haiti. Plus, there's a lot of other stuff that we have known about there. You know what I mean. We don't talk about like.
Like the social media stuff,
well,
like
some of the cannibalism stuff.
all that,
some
and
of the ritual,
and
like
there's
the
some
spiritual.
they're allegedly some of the biggest traffickers, like some beautiful models and certain influencers are afraid to go to Haiti, and they've been invited too, and like it's like almost tricked into going sometimes. Like remember with Whoa Vicky, everyone thought that she was really kidnapped when she went to Haiti, right?
Right.
And or Jamaica or something like that, and. Yeah, so you guys just got to be careful. I don't know. Like, it's just, so let's go through these one at a time real quick. So I think it's cool, like, that shrooms are becoming, tracked for treatment. I think that's a very dope thing for
pizza toppings there for sure. You know what I mean? The interesting thing about that I saw there that made me kind of see a different view on that, especially with the fungus there among us.
like the depression.
I saw a reel the other day where I saw a lady that has been paralyzed there, you know what I mean, from the waist down. You know what I mean? Young girl, young female there. She took a microdose there, maybe 0.5 of a milligram, maybe a 1 gram there, just enough. But I even think that that's too much for anybody that has taken that. You know what I mean?
For the first time,
a gram will get you going this and that and feeling good and, even get you seeing. I mean, your body's going to feel different there.
Oh, yeah.
So what I think she took, maybe she took like a 0.25 there. And she's in a wheelchair and her legs started shaking.
Hey.
Like started going, like she started seeing firing up in the muscles,
joints and the muscles,
and everything. The neutron. I mean, whatever was
were
firing.
the neurons in the brain, electrons were connecting with the nerves. And
everything
the legs
started
and
firing
like
up again,
crazy.
like spark plugs. You know what I mean? She was like, she started like getting like panicky. You know what I mean? Like her legs started like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I tripped out, and I was like,
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So I mean, we definitely can dabble into that. That we just need to do it in a controlled way.
Yeah,
make sure that it's beneficial.
Be responsible with this shit. Yeah, I remember like I remember when like housewives and like our friends' moms would smoke like a bowl of chronic, right? And they would just rip like the corner, and then they would come back to it after they clean the house, rip the other corner. By the time you know it, they just smoked one bowl for the day. You know what I mean? That's how you kind of got to treat shrooms. If you're microdosing and you want to do it daily,
a pinch,
literally points, like 0.1, 0.2 of a gram is what you need for a good microdose, and like get your cerebral back on track, rebuild some of the broken and damaged brain cells that you may have from using other drugs, maybe, or whatever. I think
the muscular, you know what I mean? Just like the way it's firing up the muscles was crazy for somebody
how it
that's
communicates
in a
quick
wheelchair.
like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like right when the shrooms kicked in, it just started like communicating one side of the body to the other. And that's crazy how it does that not only in the body, but in nature. Remember we were talking about the drums that one time on one of the past episodes?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to shrooms, man.
Yep.
And shout out to the government for passing that.
Yay.
I
Marijuana.
Can't believe I'm saying these sentences right now. Shout out to the government for passing shrooms. I can't believe I'm saying that. Marijuana may be downgraded federally. Yep. So what do you think about that, Ayo? It's going from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3, which means it's more medical than druggy now.
Okay, well, I'm very intrigued there on how this is going to roll. You know what I mean? What that's also going to do is it's going to open up a lot of opportunity for people that have medical marijuana usage to go to states that don't have medical marijuana or recreational marijuana usage there, and not be afraid to travel
and get the deals
and be able to go and see other places and other things, or even family members. You know what I mean? Some of these people need to use it on a daily there. Some of them, especially with the gummies or the edibles there, cancer patients, I mean, let's not forget about them. You know what I mean? We're just not talking about your typical light up every hour Cheech and Chong motherfuckers over here. You know what I'm saying? But the people that need to, I know. But, with that being said, like your auntie, you know what I mean? She got pancreatic cancer there. She needs to go visit her sick auntie in Louisiana. You know what I mean? Hopefully
But she's afraid to travel with her medicine.
with her pot there, because why? She got stopped in fucking Arkansas, fucking Little
Sentenced
Rock, and
20 years.
got fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sent her upriver.
Yeah.
That's fucked
So
up.
this is good. I'm glad that the government's taking these
At least taking
stages.
that into consideration, hopefully, or did they already do it? I think they're considering it, correct?
It's not
a
full
official.
legalization,
Yeah.
but it's still in the works.
It's still
but
in the
if,
consideration.
if it does happen, it's literally
So-
one of the biggest changes to ever happen
Well, that'll
federally in decades, for
Yeah.
sure.
Fucking A. Take it there. For
Let's
sure.
see. Government surveillance. The law got extended on that. What do you think about that, AO?
What do you mean? They were like, yeah, we just need to get a little bit more time on these fuckers there before everything else changes over to AI, and then we know exactly where they are at the exact time.
You know what I was thinking was weird is like, I was thinking this today. What if GPS was able to track wherever you've been? Once you
What are you saying?
no. Once you transfer your data to a new phone, that's scary, dog. Like, what if like you're just like, oh, I just want to get a new phone because I want to forget about everywhere and everything I've ever done, blah blah blah. But then it's like all that history follows the same phone. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm good. I ain't worried about the GOV because
no, me
you know what
neither.
I mean?
I like we don't go anywhere weird.
My
or
phone
anything
I
like
keep
that.
for 5 years until I could buy a new one. I'm just kidding, like a car.
So, and then the new visa banning foreign influence, I think that's a good one, honestly. If they're blocking it from people that are involved with adversarial activities, like honestly,
No, yeah, the groups, you know what I
one
mean?
person
Like,
it ruins it for everybody. Bless you.
Oh shit!
Bless you again. Bless you a third time.
for the win. Oh man, good lord, that's some good crunk.
Yeah, that's how you know it's some good crime whenever you start sneezing.
That was the first. I haven't even hit mine yet.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like he's just smelling the smoke from my blind and
Woo.
sneezing. So
That's crazy, but yeah, I mean, you living over here, and your cousin's like, "Hey, Primo, can I come and live with you in Albuquerque?" Well, you were fucking up out here in Cali, there. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you gonna do? You know what I mean? You're gonna come out here and fuck shit up again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't fucking need that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But some of these people and these family members are persistent. You know the way the family structure is, that are, you know what I mean, come from foreign countries or this, there. They're really heavy, dog. You know what I mean? Just like Mexico. You know what I mean? Look at all these other folks that go and they'll buy a block of realty, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now we're going to help out Chris this month. We have this much expendage to help him buy this.
Oh,
Or I
see.
got so much this next month for him
Yeah.
to buy this.
And it's cool for families to do that, you know what I mean? But if they're sending money back to like their country for like
that's for the good. You know what I mean? Those are
you
the
know
ones
what I
that
mean?
have the game on lock.
No, yeah.
But
I'm saying
the-
that's chill. You
the
know what I mean? For the
crazy
record, I
nephew-
think that's cool. Yeah, but the crazy nephew,
The
that's-
family cousin,
that's sending money back to a different organization for different
Yep.
reasons. That's that's a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's make
And then
sure
that bonus.
let's make sure we keep it fair. You know what I mean? Let's not try to fuck up the whole country with these rules. I think what it is a lot of people try to find like the loopholes, and I'm guilty of it too. But I find loopholes like in work related shit, or you know what I mean, stuff where it counts. And when I'm on the computer and I'm trying to configure editing or some shit, you know what I mean? Like that's when loopholes really come in. But if you're trying to do it to benefit a terrorist organization or a drug organization that harms people or whatever, I think that's where you kind
That's
of
our real
got to draw
intent.
the line, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was our crash out topic. It was a little bit longer than normal, my dog, but I'm sorry. Let's see.
We got a lot of shit to say. We're about to crash out, mate.
All right, we got 9 minutes. 2 of those minutes, we aren't going to be talking. We're going to be listening. I heard this thing about Kurt Cobain. I wanted to bring it up. It's not only that he wasn't killed by Courtney Love, but I believe that it's kind of pointing that a lot more people were involved in
The demise.
the demise of Kurt Cobain. And I think it was because he was going to find out that there was certain things that were going on in the industry, handlers, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get into it right now. So with no further ado, we're going to play this clip and then we're going to talk about it afterwards and then we'll go to break.
Found out there was handlers around him. Listen to this. Dave Grohl's father wrote speeches for Ronald Reagan. Dave Grohl came up in the DC punk scene. Dave Grohl was not an original member of Nirvana. Dave Grohl joined Nirvana after Nirvana moved from Sub Pop Records to Geffen Records. Geffen Records was owned by David Geffen. David Geffen was roommates with Courtney Love's father at...
Okay, so let's stop right there. So it said David Geffen, which was the record company owner of Geffen Records that was housing Nirvana at the time.
Right.
His roommate in college was Courtney Love's dad. Okay, so let's keep going.
One point way back in the day. Courtney Love's father used to manage the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead used to be known as the Warlocks and performed Rosicrucian rituals while performing on rose petals.
All right, so they're saying Courtney Love's dad managed the Grateful Dead and that the Grateful Dead were responsible for doing sacrifices.
Used to be called the Warlocks.
And they're called the Warlocks. All right, keep going.
Love is also from the DC punk scene and was a CIA sex kitten helping traffic drugs and LSD, just like the Grateful Dead did. Henry Rollins is also from the DC punk scene, and his father also worked for an American president, Richard Nixon, helping the U.S. get off the gold standard. Henry Rollins was also not a founding member of Black Flag.
Nope.
Dave Grohl was introduced to Nirvana and to Kurt by a guy named Buzz from the Melvins who always had a weird contempt for Kurt Cobain.
So Dave Grohl was introduced to Nirvana by another guy from another band that didn't like Kurt Cobain. Let's keep going.
Right when Kurt Cobain was kind of deciding to get sober and to clean up his life, Pat Smear was introduced into Nirvana. Pat Smear becomes the future guitarist of the Foo Fighters. The Foo Fighters' first album has a gun on the cover. Dave Grohl is known as the quote-unquote nicest guy in rock and roll for 20 years until he's outed as having a kid out of wedlock with a woman. In 1992, Kurt Cobain is asked his thoughts on the Grateful Dead, to which he responds he would piss on them while wearing a t-shirt saying, "Kill the Grateful Dead," a handmade shirt he made himself, referencing him knowing everyone around him was a handler and or fed. Courtney Love's father wrote a book about how Courtney Love actually was one of the people who killed Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain was killed because he started finding out what was going on around him, began signaling it was going to fire Dave from Nirvana and go solo. Why did Chris Novoselic not join the Foo Fighters, but Pat Smear did? Why was Dave Grohl pushed so hard by the music industry and by PR firms saying he's the nicest guy in rock for 20 to 30 years? We know that if everyone is pushing the same agenda, it's a psyop. The Foo Fighters are what the industry wanted Nirvana to be. The nicest guys in the music industry are the most dangerous. Check out the entire breakdown here. Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
That's Loke, man.
So yeah, when I heard this, I was like, damn, it goes way deeper than just like we all thought, maybe Kurt Cobain wanted to leave Courtney, which is probably part of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Or Dave wanted Kurt's spot.
Yeah,
we thought that for years.
Yeah. So now we're hearing that this is how it all transpired and this is how it all came together. And
he didn't play ball.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play ball with what their agenda was, their agenda.
Mm-hmm. We all know if you don't go with the agenda, they get rid of you, So it's just, it's really sad to see somebody like Kurt Cobain, who made really good music, go down such a dark path and see what the darkness was and try to get away from it and still couldn't, you know what I mean? And then they spin the narrative of, oh, he was on so much heroin and he was depressed and he took his own life with the shotgun. And it's
you gave it to him, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you can't even pull your trigger finger when you have that much heroin. You have that much heroin in your system. So
Bleach, soaked in bleach, dude. That was killer documentary, bro. That one.
Rest in peace, Kurt Cobain.
Been listening to you for years, my friend.
Man. These truth seekers, they find out what's really going on, and then they get silenced, and it's really sad. So this is for you, Kurt. We miss you dearly.
Flowers, man.
This blunt's for you. I almost knocked over the mic for you, my dog, but this blunt's for you, homie. All right, a moment of silence for Kurt Cobain for sure. All right. Oh, shit, man. All right, moving along. Ancient Mexican pyramid used by giants to do blood sacrifices. Have you heard about this, AO?
No.
So
this is new to me.
How
much time we got left?
We have 9 minutes. Or 5 minutes, sorry.
Okay,
So we can get over this in 5 minutes, and then we'll talk about everything else in the next segment. But anyway, there's ancient Mexican pyramids that are in Mexico, right? They're saying that
Vas a ver.
that not only were they used for sacrifices back in the day, but you know the strange thing is, and I'm just gonna say it real quick, is that a lot of people end up getting shot in front of that same exact pyramid in Mexico, and dead bodies get left there all the time.
You
But
talking
in-
about that man that shot the Canadian lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I
So-
saw that too, brother.
And then not only that, they say that there was a guy that said that he's seen a part in Mexico where they talk about nothing but giants, right? Like there's nothing but giants out there, and where those
Serio?
pyramids are, yeah, and that the giants are the ones that,
Like guarding it.
yeah, they guard it and they do the sacrifices if you get too close or whatever. You know what I mean? So the short answer is some ancient pyramids in Mexico were used for human sacrifices, but not all pyramids. Not the way movies or viral posts make it seem. Who actually did the sacrifices on the pyramids? The most well-known example is the Aztecs at temples like the Templo Mayor.
Yeah, Templo Mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the one like on Apocalypto, right? Like, wasn't it? Isn't that the one that they depicted on Apocalypto?
Yes.
Where they'd take them up there, they'd pull their heart out, chop their head off, throw the body down, you know, do whatever with the heart, maybe rub the blood on it.
Yeah. Certain astrological thing was happening at that time. There, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we gotta sacrifice to the moon or the Mars or Venus or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so this guy said that he's seen like giants there, or that he's seen that the people there were warning him like not to get too far into the jungle or to explore the pyramids too much because the giants might get him or whatever. I do, yeah, I do think it's a scare tactic, but at the same time, you never know. You know, they say that most mountains are tree stumps, and so if you think about if every mountain in the world is just a tree stump now, imagine where that
How deep the roots go.
and how far that mountain went, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How far that tree went up into the clouds, kind of like on some Jack and the Beanstalk or whatever type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can see some shit like that here. I mean, we here in New Mexico are home to one of the world's largest mesas in the world.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit runs crazy, and
And
I
we
live
have the
close
most
to it.
land mass and all that, right?
Yeah, dog. And then I mean, if you think about it, look how big Sandia Mountain is.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's huge, dog.
People
You know
love
what I
it,
mean?
too. They come
like
from all around the
when you're
city.
looking from the west heading east, that's a big mountain there.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're coming from east heading west, you're like, oh, it's just a little hill. And then you come down, and then you look back, and you're like, God dang, that's crazy.
It
There
is
for
pretty
sure.
tremendous, yeah.
And I mean, depending on the size of them, you know what I mean. You know which giants they are or whatnot. You know what I mean? Because there's, you know what I mean, like the ones that say that they're 70 feet or 50 feet. You know what I mean? 25 feet. They discovered bones from, you know what I mean, different archaeological sites there that are at least, 7 to 10 feet.
Yeah.
You
And
know what
some
I mean?
say
And
that they're like
in the 18s and 1900s, they're
fallen
early on.
angels or something like that too, and that they came down and they made babies with regular human.
Demigods.
Yeah.
Like, try to make
And
like
then
little-
now, like, that's why we get people that are like 7 and 8 feet, but they're not completely giant. You know what I mean? So there's just a bunch of different theories that go on. But I do believe that some of the pyramids are actually used for sacrifice, not till this day, but it is ironic that we would see somebody shoot somebody not from this country in front of that pyramid for whatever
Right.
reason. You know what I
In
mean?
Teotihuacan, bro.
And then leave them for dead. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So we don't know. You know what I mean? We know that Latin America does dabble in certain beliefs that are sometimes really good for the good and really bad for the bad. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You know.
You are now watching CrashOut the sitcom.
Yo, we are fucking back. Episode fucking 40, my dog.
40 outie.
We have as much episodes as we do years on this planet.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
For each of us.
And under a year, yeah, we have 40 episodes between both shows, the Crash Out and the Blunt Kings there, under a year. Consistency pays off, man.
Congratulations,
You know,
bro.
congratulations to you, man.
We're in the
Congratulations
phase,
to us.
We're in the
Fuck
phase where people are like, "Hey, can you talk about this? Because I want to hear you guys talk about this kind of shit." And so we're starting to take that shit into consideration. So if you guys actually have some stories or conspiracies that are new that we haven't talked about, feel free to share them on the page. You know, put a comment, like, subscribe.
Tap in where you're from so that way we can see what's going on where you're from. You know what I mean? Like we wout it there. You know what I'm saying? But
Mama.
yeah. And this is me, your boy, A Omega with the funky dope flavor. As always, I got my co-host with the most there, fucking Val the Wild Child. Man. Let him know what's up.
It's
dog.
Val.
It's Val.
The host
like
with the
how you did
most,
that.
the grossest uncle. I got one for you too. Watch, look.
Oh shit. A Omega. There you go.
Yo.
We hold it major.
You know I gotta hold you down on the
you
fucking
always do,
on
man.
the soundboard too,
I
dog.
ain't even gotta worry.
Before we went to break, we were talking about the Aztec pyramids. There's pyramids in Mexico that people are still saying that sacrifices are being done. There was a lady shot. She was from Canada. She was left at the bottom for the blood to get soaked into the soil as a blood sacrifice. Who knows? You know what I mean?
That tripped me out. That tripped me out there because, you know what I mean? Those things have been going on for thousands of years there. And, you know, I mean, let's just not to say there's a lot of high spirits and a lot of high vibrations out here right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, you know, somebody said, hey, you know what? It's your time to do it. No, you know, do a
your
little
time,
pat, you know what I mean? And then get that spiritu real, you know, awoke. You know what I mean? Again, from just a little bit of blood. You know, like yep, a vampire there. I had some LSD and some grape sodas. You know what I mean? And, you know, I started thinking out loud, but that's crazy, though.
But what the
I might
movies
consider
and
that.
social media get wrong about all this is what a lot of people picture, like the constant mass killings every day. Like, it's not like people in Mexico don't have other people lined up like how they do in Apocalypto, and they're just chopping heads off 24/7 and eating hearts and all that shit.
Right.
Blood flowing down the pyramids nonstop. The reality is the sacrifices were ritual events, not daily chaos. They were tied to religion, astronomy, and politics, like you were talking about earlier. Numbers are debated. Some accounts were likely exaggerated by Spanish conquistadors.
Well, like we all know
Dukes.
right now, let's just say that we know as a society there, the further we go on, a lot of our history gets erased.
You motherfucker, you.
And it's a sad thing that they do it all the time. They do it all the time there, folks. You know what I mean? Cursive.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you.
You know what?
I was good at cursive.
I'm still good. I'm still good at cursive.
Fuck
So
yeah.
are you. And like we're good. And it went into like the graffiti, dude. And like so we're just saying like bring back cursive. If you're gonna sacrifice anyone for everything, it's gonna be like to bring back all the old stuff like cursive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not curses, cursive.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right. Anyway, yo.
Moving on. What's going on next? I'm intrigued to see what's going on now. We got some zesty shit coming up there. Well, not zesty, I should say. We got some shit that's gonna ponder the fuck out of your peanut.
Oh, there it is. Topic number 3. Did the Suicide Boys really die in 2016?
No, y'all buzzing.
We talked about this at the beginning of the show. I don't really know much about the Suicide Boys. As far as I knew, this is just my brief history as far as what I know about the Suicide Boys. It was 2 white guys from Atlanta. Am I right so far?
I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm going with this. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
2 white guys from Atlanta started doing this hardcore ass music, and then they started sampling 3 6 Mafia. They got sued. They had to pay 3 6 Mafia a bunch of money. And now they're putting out albums and going on tour, and then now they're going to be doing solo careers is basically all I know about Suicide Boys. And I guess that's normal, like more than the average person that knows anything about music, I guess. But that's as far as I know about them. But what the theory is that they got in a car accident in 2016 and that the parents of the Suicide Boys replaced them with lookalikes and kept the legacy going because there was pre-recorded songs, like kind of like on some Tupac shit. And let's see.
So the money was already getting. I mean, the shit was already in motion.
Yeah, it says that their last actual album, real project from them, was Dark Side of the Cloud. So I don't know how far ago that was. 2016, that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know how many projects they put out since then. But even the fans are speculating and saying that those aren't the same guys on stage. We don't recognize those guys. They don't sound the same on the tracks. Even the producers are like, these fuckers are like evil as fuck when they come in, and all they do is make references about them dying. So that maybe they're thinking that the Suicide Boys are the ones that are Suicide Boys now are referencing the death of the other two, and they're just using that as like cryptic messages to keep the fans interested or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. So I'm gonna
ahead.
I'm gonna dive into a weird little theory type of shit right here there too. Y'all ever watch Bill and Ted 2? Right? Where the robots come to replace them at the concert there?
Yeah.
And say, we're going to take your girlfriends and we're going to do the Bill and Ted mechanical robot ones there. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm just going out and showing my age there. If y'all don't know who the fuck Bill and Ted is there, you know what I mean? The second
Keanu
movie there,
Reeves, come on,
check
guys.
it out there. You know, the first one, amazing there. Second one, a little spoofy there, a little funny, but yeah. Anyway, but that's kind of what I see there, you know what I mean? And then since the fans recognizing and the producers coming out saying the real evil, harsh, as opposed to the real up, bouncy, get you crunk kind of shit that they were known for.
Always looking at the floor and shit.
I can tell that difference there right away because, you know what I mean, being from the time when I really listened to crunk or that music from, you know, Skinny Pimp and fucking, you know what I mean, being heavily influenced by the Memphis sound at that time for me. I mean, look at their number one song. I mean, the hook, the chorus there. Take me home. That's all I'm going to say. And it's always stuck with me for some weird reason. I don't know any other song, but that one song in particular, I don't know if it's the way that the frequency is or the harmonies or what they're doing. That song just fucking makes me feel very fucking eerie the whole time. And I tease everybody that knows me. Anybody that says, hey, Chris, what do you think about the Suicide Boys? That's the first thing that's going to come out. All them cats that go, take me home. Take me home. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I know what song you're talking
because the frequency and the tonation that they use for me is almost like they cast in the fucking spell.
Bewitching, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I already heard the evil shit there. ICP, Eminem. I know what the fucking ICP 3-6 Mafia, you know what I mean? The motherfucking Ishams. I came up with the motherfucking crazy ass motherfucking both those
Brother Lynch Hung.
Yeah, all this shit that I know all of that there. So what I can tell when somebody's really doing some real shit, that's for me when I'm like, yo, something's going on.
And
there.
we talked about this, like how frequencies are put into certain songs to make you feel a certain way, or even
shit, that's why those fuckers sell out so much.
Yeah, and they're targeting like the depressed people. Like honestly, like if ICP was to look different, we would definitely be able to tell right away. Nas, if he looked different, we'd be able to tell right away. Let's see, who's like another Larry June and Currency, we'd be able to tell right away. G Perico, I'd be able to tell right away. So would A Omega, like. So I think that, you know, the fans may be right. Maybe they did get replaced. Maybe the parents were like, fuck, rest in peace to our sons, right? But then the show must go on. So we got to find, what is that? Paul McCartney. Oh yeah, they say Paul McCartney. The same thing happened to him, right?
Yep. That's why they say he walks across Abbey Road album barefooted there. You know what I mean? And on the back of the Beetle on the left-hand side of the street there is a certain number and a certain lettering that says if. You know what I mean? And it's like it ties in kind of weird there. You know, the thing with McCartney there, they say that the accident with him, he was actually decapitated there. You know, if you were you know what I'm saying? Like he said he was decapitated there on that one. So, you know, but they had that follow-up one, just like how they try to say Biden. Right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jeff and Joe Biden.
Or even when we talked about like Selena Gomez, she might have been replaced by Gina Davis. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like there's just so many different things going on. Like there's a whole thing called soul transferring now. Like it's nuts. So what do you guys think? Do you guys
hit us up.
What do you guys think the Suicide Boys are really the Suicide Boys now, or do you think they passed away and got replaced?
How many times have you seen Suicide Boys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you seen them from the early on stages? I know every time they come here to the Album Crazy there, they sell out. Maybe they'll even do an extra show. I remember at Tingley they had to do one show that one year and they were pissed off because they couldn't sell enough tickets there, all the fans. And then they came back the next year and even did an extra day after that first one there. You know what I mean? So if y'all know here in the Nuevo, let us know. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all some suicide babies out here.
Yeah.
Not like that, but I mean like suicide heads, I should say. I'm sorry.
I guess bottom line is their music is full of death imagery, alter egos, and dark themes. They went through major lifestyle changes like sobriety. Fans said they seem different, they look different. Their whole brand kind of invites mystery and myth building. So who knows? Maybe it's just part of their thing too. So what do you guys think?
It's a sop.
It's a psyop. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see.
It's a flop.
It's a psy-flop.
I love it.
I hate these fuckers. I'm just kidding.
Sometimes.
No, I really don't. I'm trying to find the one that I know which one. I was gonna come up with a different soundbite for this, but anytime someone like Bill Gates or Epstein comes up, I'm just gonna use the same fucking noise.
That'll work.
Is Bill Gates responsible for the tick that induced alpha-gal syndrome? Hey, Omega, do you know what alpha-gal syndrome is?
Alpha-gal there, that's that shit that they actually fucking made and geneticized themselves, correct?
Right. So they're saying that Bill Gates genetically modified a tick designed to bite pretty much everyone in the world.
Lyme disease.
And not only give them Lyme disease, check this out. They're giving them a meat allergy. So then when you get this meat allergy from the tick and then you go and eat some meat, depending on how much you consume, you get really sick or you could even possibly die from this.
Wow. Sounds about right. You got bit by a tick, now you can't even have a fucking Mick double.
I thought you were going to say something else.
You're so stupid.
You got bit by a tick, you can't use your dick.
That would have been a different scenario there, too. You got lip dip because he got bit by a tick. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, what are you going to do now? Can't have a steak because he got bit by the tick.
That's how they're going to...
Good Lord.
That's how they're going to fucking, like, advertise this shit. You can't...
Oh, I see it there.
Your dick is limp, get bit by a tick.
Call the lawyers of...
Got a limp dick, get bit by a tick.
Omega and Vile. Omega, Vile.
No, don't put my name on that shit. My shit don't get no limpy.
No. I mean, for fucking, so that we were like the lawyers, the backup. You know what I mean? Like 440,
Yeah.
444.
Has the dick tick bit you?
Call us up right now.
But
We sue.
I guess what actually happens is the immune system becomes so sensitive to galactose A -1 and 3-galactose, aka alpha gal. This sugar is found in most mammals, but not in poultry or fish. So after exposure, your body treats red meat like a threat, and it causes an allergic reaction.
Ooh, that's not good.
And that's called the Lone Star tick, by the way.
The stars are bright, shine at night in the heart of Texas.
I was gonna say it, but I forgot like the other half of the rest. I was like, I know
Come
Ayo
on,
got
Pee-wee,
this
you're
shit.
not in fucking. I'm here.
Dee-wee. No, I'm just kidding. They call me Vee-wee Herman.
But that's crazy though. The red meat. You know how many motherfuckers eat red meat? All the fucking weightlifters. You know what I mean? How much do we just? I mean, even us, they're just like on a daily. There. I mean, some of us are like, no, I don't like red meat. Some of us are just on a meat protein diet, not doing carbs, not doing keto. Doing ketos. Putting out a lot of starches, you know what I mean? So like red meat there, I mean, once you stop eating red meat, sometimes you get a little fucked up. You know what I mean? You need to put some of that energy back in to help you build that muscle mass.
Yeah.
So that's why it's pretty fucking heavy, and I mean, triple the price.
There's common symptoms. So if you guys have
A vaccine, triple the price of vaccine. The
you
meat's high. Let's fucking double up on the vaccine there. That Bill Gates is hooked up with the other fucking people there.
Yeah.
So that way they can get their fucking, I can jack up my meat price and then you can get your fucking vaccine on.
Yeah, so they're saying like a lot of food is just poison nowadays. So you guys got to really rely on the sources that you get this shit from. But anyway, the common symptoms of this, whatever the fucking dick tick disease is, you get hives and itching, stomach pain, nausea, diarrhea, swelling of the lips and throat. In severe cases, anaphylaxis. It's life-threatening.
Jeez.
Let's see.
What triggers it?
Yeah, beef, pork, lamb, venison, sometimes dairy or gelatin. because of the bone marrow in it. Let's see.
That's in every fucking theme. Dumbass.
Cases have been rising in parts of the U.S., especially the South and the Midwest, as tick populations spread. Some people go years without realizing what's really causing their symptoms. Can it go away? For some people, it can if they avoid more tick bites and stay off trigger foods like meat. So it's kind of crazy because you don't even know if you get bit by the tick in the first place. If you do get bit, then you will find out for sure if you have the meat allergy, if you eat any of the beef, poultry, lamb, venison, etc., jello. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not a conspiracy. It's a tick-triggered meat allergy that can appear out of nowhere, even in adults. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think Bill Gates is responsible for genetically modifying these ticks that bite you in the dick? I'm just kidding. They don't bite you there.
Yo,
But
audience,
they just bite you anywhere.
Yeah, yo, straight up, man.
Lone
I'll tell you
Star.
there. Audience, do I look like I already been bit by the tick? You tell me there.
You gotta stop, dog. What? Never mind, I'll tell you after this. show.
You tell you. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't want to call you out, dog. No, I'm just kidding. We just can't talk bad about yourself.
No,
That's all I
I'm
gotta
with you
say. It's really not good to do that. So I think Bruce Lee said that. Like he's looking at you right there. Like he's like, don't talk bad about yourself. 'Cause
Waterless,
your
shapeless.
body don't know the difference, and then your body start to say, "I got bit by a tick," and then
Now I'm thinking is
and
he?
then the next time you eat a burger, dog, then you're gonna fucking fall out, and then I'm gonna be like, "Dog, I told you not to fucking talk shit about Bruce
Don't eat
Lee."
the burger.
I'm just kidding. No, but anyway, yeah.
So what can we go away with, right? You know
just
what I mean?
spray your bed with fucking anti-tick repellent that's safe on your skin. I guess I don't know. Like I don't know how to get rid of ticks. Like
I know once
I've
they
never
cling
had
on.
one. Once they cling on, they can keep biting you and keep administering whatever sickness that it's giving you. So
Because usually I take them off of the dog. You know what I mean? When they got like
you
the
have to
fur
burn
on
them.
it
You have
there.
to burn them, right?
No. Those are the ones you got to make sure because they like pinch in. So you got to make sure that you remove
the
them like
head.
in a gentle way.
Pause.
You know what I mean? And then they kind of turn into like, they're brownish first, but if they get enough, they've been attached for so long, they kind of can turn into like the size of like a lima bean.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
It's
look
just
crazy.
like crazy. Yeah. So, I mean, the ones that now that everybody's talking about, I think these are ones that are like the size of a freckle.
Bro,
So these are those ones where you see them and they're like, they open up like
Yeah.
if you do a spider
I seen a
web.
video where this girl had like her arm was full of ticks, dog. It looked like she had a bunch of like pinto beans like glued to her arm. Dog.
Oh, no way.
It looked crazy, bro. So yeah, you guys make sure you guys check your bed for ticks. It's not just bug beds anymore, or bed bugs or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the animals, make sure that the animals and you know what I mean when you go camping there, because that's where a lot of people are getting these from.
Right.
For sure.
All right. So let's see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the bizarre of New Mexico. We're gonna get right into this right off the bat. Hey Omega, we have a bunch of crazy good shit, some really bad shit, some really ugly shit, and some really bizarre shit. So brace yourself. I really don't know how to really react whenever like kids and babies and all kinds of shit are involved, because all I could think about is like if anyone was to do anything like this to my kids, when they were babies, or any of my nephews or nieces or have you, like I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Like I would have murdered
Would be
everybody.
incarcerated.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, just know that if I sound calm, it's just because I'm stoned. It's not because I don't care. It's if A Omega gets super intense about the topics at hand, please just forgive us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything that we really enjoy talking about, but it's stuff that pops up whenever we research the good, bad, ugly, and bizarre New Mexico. So we'll start with something good and then we'll get into it. Okay.
Yo, disclosure.
Disclaimer: what we talk about is super sensitive, and if you don't like to hear anything about anything happening to babies or children, I'll tell you when to pause there, to put it on mute or whatever. You know what I mean? All right, let's start with the good. The good in New Mexico.
Hey,
A dope drone show is coming to Albuquerque that showcases the world of Harry Potter.
oh shit!
So I guess we're gonna have like let's see, how many?
It's gonna do the castles and like the color, like the
1,200
Gryffindor,
synchronized
Slytherin, yeah.
drones are going to be putting on like a drone show all based on Harry Potter here in Albuquerque pretty soon.
That's gonna be cool for people that like know like already enthused with drones and like own
Right.
them. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like okay, see how they like synchronize together and like you know what I mean. That's pretty good for those folks. So, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of cops are out there too, figuring out how to use their drones.
Yeah, they're gonna create shapes in the sky, like you said, Hogwarts castle, owls, etc. It's set to the actual movie soundtrack, which is pretty cool, I guess.
Oh, nice.
It also
Good
includes
score.
LED wristbands for the crowd, so you feel part of the show. Basically, a mix of concert, light show, and movie nostalgia.
That's sick.
So it's going to be at the Balloon Fiesta Park, August 7th and 8th, 2026. Starts around 8:45 p.m. The doors do open earlier, and it's about an hour long. So expect to be there's about 10 or 11, probably midnight with the traffic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's pretty dope experience to be just bringing in that instead of, you know what I mean? A lot of us don't go to the theater no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to bring something outdoors and to be out and about there, beautiful night, depending on the weather, you know what I mean? That's dope for sure. Fuck yeah.
And I guess
I'm down. Fuck yeah.
it's part of it's part of a nationwide tour celebrating 25 years of Harry Potter, and it's hitting major cities like Albuquerque. Actually made the list, so that's kind of cool for big touring events like this. So keep stuff like this going because we need places to go, so that way we could avoid all the violence and all the boredom that comes with not having anything to do in New Mexico.
Yes.
So
I concur.
let's see. The bad of New Mexico.
All right, folks.
An innocent bystander was shot in the head during a road rage incident. This happened April 18, 2026, just a few days ago. I guess a random person got caught in a road rage shootout. The victim was shot in the head and rushed to the UNM hospital in critical condition. The scary part is it wasn't even targeted, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time, as always. And this is not only the first time that this happened. Do you remember when that road rage incident happened with that young girl, right? Lily, yes. And she was in the car with her dad, and her dad got in a road rage incident with somebody next to him. That person let off gunfire, and it didn't even hit the dad. It hit nothing but the daughter, and the daughter passed away that day. So we really got to be mindful when it comes to road rage. I get it. You're trying to get somewhere. If you're late for work, your boss is on your ass. If you're late, your girlfriend's mad at you, your boyfriend's mad at you, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma was expecting you to come get them from work. They're mad at you. It's not worth taking somebody's life over being mad in a road rage incident. And I think A Omega would agree with me on this, that it's stupid. It's immature. It shows that you shouldn't be on the road in the first place. So that's all I got to say. What do you got to say, Ayo?
Fucking leave the weapons out of it.
Yeah.
Pull up your hands. Pull out your fucking fist and do it like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these incidents keep fucking just turning into a repetitive pattern. And us here in New Mexico are tired of seeing this shit where people get killed fucking for road rage incidents there, whether it be male or female there, in general, they're pulling out guns and shooting people. No, you might not even hit them. Yeah. You might hit an innocent bystander. You think your aim's that good from a fucking car?
Fuck no.
I don't think so. You know what I mean? How many times you shot it out of that car? Maybe that'll let me know. But as far as that, stop that shit already there. I'm a fucking big hunk on you. Stop that shit.
And you got to be mindful of like the wind velocity plus bullet speed, right? Like if you're shooting a bullet, like you're not even like there's no wind in your car, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the second that bullet leaves the window and goes into the wind,
slows down.
It slows down, but then also goes to like
turns
behind the person. So if there's someone in the back seat, another car behind him, whatever the case may be, a car on the side of him, those are going to be the innocent bystanders that get hit. So Albuquerque, please be more fucking smart when it comes to this road rage shit. Pull over, dukes up, guns down type shit. They have events.
We've always said that.
You know what I mean? So
get your name, put on the boxing gloves there. Remember me?
Go at it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Let your aggression out like that there in a controlled environment there. You know what I'm saying? But who was the gentleman, right?
Did it say?
That 138, right?
Oh, yeah. There was also a fatal shooting at a family entertainment center Around 1:30 a.m., police responded to a shooting at Main Event. An adult male was found with a gunshot wound and died on the scene. Damn. This happened in public places. People go for bowling, arcade games, etc.
Families.
Not somewhere you would expect a homicide. So yeah, Albuquerque, please like get more mature about this shit. Like, I think what it is like if you can carry a gun, you should be able to carry a pair of boxing gloves in your fucking car. And if you can't fight with those boxing gloves and catch an ass whooping and get humbled, and instead you want to be like, oh, this fucker punched me in the face, and you feel embarrassed.
I'm gonna shoot him.
You feel embarrassed because it feels like you got spanked by your mom in front of all your friends because you're reacting off of female fucking bullshit, YN negativity bullshit, and gangster mentality bullshit. That's the shit that's not even classified as gangster shit. And I'm looking at all you motherfucking YNs and ENs out there and adult gang members that are in these fucking still in this world of, oh, I'm a down ass motherfucker, pinto motherfucker. I'll shoot anybody now. Fuck, you're a pussy. All you guys are pussies.
Stop that shit.
All right. Moving on. The ugly in New Mexico. Suspicious baby death being treated as a homicide. An 11-month-old baby was reported missing. Just hours later, the child was found dead in a remote area of New Mexico. Authorities are treating it as a homicide and still haven't released any details yet. What makes this so disturbing, A Omega, is it's an extremely young victim. Very short timeline from missing to dead, and found dumped in a remote location like it was like nothing, like nothing. I don't even want to give an analogy on anything like that because it's a baby and it's a precious life and it's an angel that didn't deserve its life taken. And
innocent.
Again, New Mexico, grow the fuck up, man. Like, you guys are taking lives of innocent kids that may have wanted to be here or didn't even ask to be here in the first place, but that doesn't mean
your
that,
fault
that you have the right to take them off this planet either. If you yourself as a parent feel yourself getting abusive to your children, there's places you can take them to where you don't have to feel that burden of maybe you do want to hurt your, I don't know. I don't even know how to like approach this because I've never felt that way towards any child, and especially my own or any child around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even fathom like how sick and fucking twisted New Mexico's getting, bro. And it's really fucking sad, bro.
These fucking narratives of these people there and the way that they think there is just getting too out of control there. And so we need to keep an eye, see something, say something, watch out with that one. If they look weird, they look like a weirdo parent there. Yeah, we need to figure that out for sure. And I'm tired again, like, of seeing all this abusive stuff happening to our children. Come on, protect them. We need them to help fucking put your ass maybe in the home. Guess what? If you don't teach them the right way, they're not going to come back and support you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But these people that are doing these awful things, especially 11-month-old baby there, even if you were a young person, you know what I mean, a scared new parent there, you didn't know what to do.
Anyone
you
that hurts a
should
kid
ask
deserves to
for
die.
help there. But this shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know, like, when the homegirl. So I'm just tired of seeing these females, like that one time when that female threw the baby inside the trash can, and the homeless people that were picking through the trash can found the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why don't you put it in the box, or why don't you say something? There's resources out there. If you feel like you're getting emotionally overloaded and you're feeling like this is bearing on you too heavily, please fucking talk to somebody.
Or like,
I'm fucking done with this shit already.
Don't people leave, and this isn't me being sarcastic in any way, but like, wouldn't it be easier to like do like the old school thing, right? Like, leave the baby
at the church,
the
firehouse,
I don't know, like, there's so many places that like if, and it's really sad because a lot of these parents are on drugs, and that's where a lot of this induced stress comes from, is from their drug trips or maybe being up for days at a time. And I'm not making excuses for them, but I'm saying, like,
the baby keeps crying and you've been doing drugs for 18 hours there because you haven't fed her for the past 4. Yeah. And you're trying to figure out what time she's 8, and you can't because you're skittled out in your brain.
Yeah.
And you don't know who is what is what.
You need to call your grandma or your auntie or someone and just have them take care of that baby. Like, there's no point and there's no use for that baby's life to be in that situation or that environment. And I think it's just really ugly and it's fucking sad. And I think there needs, I know CYFD is under investigation right now because they definitely like ignore a lot of the fucking calls that have been called in the past. And then there's ending up with not only kids taking their own lives, but kids ending up dead. It's just a really sad time to see like a lot of this shit. I worked in mental health for 18 years and I've met some of the coolest fucking kids that I've ever met in my life that were treated like shit by their family. That you're like, how can somebody treat this kid like shit? Like, they're super dope. They know how to draw. They know how to play the guitar, and they're so talented in many different ways. But,
Right.
But it just seems like the stress that a parent creates for themselves. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm getting so like worked up about this shit. It's like my point is the stress that parents create for themselves is your fault. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't handle something that's your fault, and you can't decipher whether taking it out on your kid or seeking help or maybe finding a coping skill yourself, I don't know, but we need to figure out a solution to where less of these kids are ending up dead or harming themselves or committing suicide because that they've been through the system that doesn't listen to them, and then they end up back at their parents' house that never cared for them in the first place, and then they just feel like there's like no hope. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Rock bottom.
yeah. So we really definitely need to figure out this this system that we have going on as far as like the children in New Mexico that are bounced around through foster homes and
Abused after abused after abused.
yeah,
Mentally,
mental wards and what is it, residential treatment facilities, all that shit, dog. Like,
they're happy to fill them. They're happy to fill them.
do better, New Mexico. Come on.
Let's do this.
All right. The Bazaar, New Mexico. Confirmed 2026 missing cases. New Mexico, high profile / recent cases, the ones making headlines.
Our people.
Even all the way up until the White House. The White House was talking about this. Not only William Neal McCaslin, the one that we talked about on a prior show, but Anthony Chavez, Steven Garcia, Melissa Casillas, Darlene Molina, Sine Monte, Kylie Trujillo, William McCaslin. Oh, I said him. But yeah, that was the original one that got that got disappeared. That disappeared and without a trace.
No, that's the way you worded it right. That got disappeared.
We don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That was a proper wordage for that shit.
Yeah. We're going to have to start saying that instead of unalived. It's got disappeared.
Yeah,
you know
you got disappeared for what you knew, right? For what you were involved in.
Or check this out. What if it's even deeper than that? Like, not like, you know, like, I'm just using this as an analogy from last show. You know, the dolphins, right?
Right.
Hear me out. What if the aliens are doing the same thing with the smartest people on the earth, dog? And they're like, well, you know how to fix my fucking mothership's rotator, fucking calabalate, or whatever the fuck they call it. You know what I mean? And then the guy knows how to fix it.
The speed flux pentameter or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah, you just need a couple little atoms or whatever, some black matter chunks and throw them in there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, we don't.
Biofuel.
We don't know.
Celestial fuel.
We don't know what these people know is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And if it's something that can get them in trouble, then yeah, they were probably silenced and got disappeared. If it's something that they could be useful for any kind of paranormal activity that may or may not be going on in the planet, maybe they say, hey, roll with us. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe they said, fuck it. I'm going to get out of here now before the shit hits the fan.
what if they did? They touch them on the
not?
head like that and they show them everything that's going to happen. Like, oh yeah, I'll just go with you, dog. You guys are going to be the safe ones after all this. Yeah, I'll help you guys fix the parameter fluxator.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
man.
I don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know if these scientists are getting murked or if they're getting worked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's fucking loco, man. I mean, it doesn't matter, male or female. It all depends on the knowledge and what you're involved in. And the sad thing is, you know what I mean? I don't hear a lot of these folks that have family members crying out or saying a lot of shit or making like a big stink.
right.
You know what I mean?
It's like, what if
like it just pops up on national stuff, but I don't hear any cries from like the actual family members in the community said, oh yeah, I knew fucking McDonald there. Yeah, he was a good guy. He always came around. All of these fuckers seem to be like fucking really, really quiet. Like they're in fucking witness protection program.
Yeah, like what I was just gonna say that. Like, what if they paid him to be like in a witness protection?
Yeah,
thing,
you stay out here
and then
and-
they're like, we're gonna say that you guys got kidnapped so we could spin a whole nother narrative over here, so that way people could forget about kids being trafficked, murdered, sold on the black market or the dark web or whatever the fuck. And
Yeah, you live in Ojo Mesquite.
it keeps us with the focus off of that, and it puts the focus on missing scientists.
And then I could keep an eye on you because I know you're isolated in the middle of
exactly.
fucking nowhere.
Exactly.
So that's what trips me the fuck out on these folks there. You know what I mean? Because I don't ever hear any of the family members. I don't hear anybody pleading or crying like the wife or the daughter or the children. Nobody interviews any of these family members from these scientists.
At least like a crisis.
Which is fucking weird.
Bust out a crisis actor or two, you know what I mean? Like just pretend that a wife is crying for these missing people or a husband is crying for these missing people.
And now
like,
they're doing it like the mother, like me and you were talking about there.
Right.
You're fucking over here looking, you're getting a glass of milk there.
Bill and
Oh
Ted.
yeah, it's on the box on the back of the milk.
Yeah, no, I was saying something earlier.
The
I was
milk
like,
box, man.
like, wouldn't it be, and this is just like, I don't even know. No, I'm not even going to say
No, but I'm just
But
saying,
it was
like,
just
it's like,
it was
oh
something,
yeah, he's missing.
It was something that had to do with like the missing kids on the back of like the milk cartons, right? And then like McDonald's and somebody like having both, and like it was just
Eating a chicken nugget while drinking a glass of milk, and then there's little Billy Bartlett.
on the back of the fucking So it's just a sick,
Crazy.
it's just a sick, twisted time that we're living in, and it just seems like a lot of people are trying to distract us every which way. It seems like a lot of people really do need to open your eyes, and I'm gonna just say it again, like fuck whatever definition that people have of woke right now. Woke is what everybody needs to be, and what's the opposite of of woke, Omega?
You sleeping duck.
Exactly. So with that being said, that is tonight's show. This episode has been brought to you by Bizcochitos brand, the dopest edible in New Mexico, Polite's Bodega.
Get those blunt wraps there if you need them. Go get them. Those Irish creams are hitting and filling up for the tea.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that that it's kind of bizarre that all these scientists are just all of a sudden just disappearing? Put it in the comments. If you are related to any of these people that are missing from New Mexico and you see this, put a message in the comment. You know what I mean? I want to know, are you guys mourning? Like, how are you guys, was there a search done for these people? Like when there's another missing persons report, right? Don't they start searching through the woods and
I didn't hear nothing.
sending dogs and all kinds of stuff to sniff for them? I haven't heard of any kind of searches. So that just tells me that that's just something that's just getting brought up to distract us. So let's not forget that there's babies being harmed. Let's not forget that there's kids being harmed. Let's not forget that they're both being trafficked on the dark market or whatever, the dark internet, the dark web or whatever. And people just need to keep that focus on these kids and these babies and not be distracted by all the bullshit that's going on in this world. Is all this other bullshit that's distracting us worth distracting us over protesting and trying to fight for these babies and these kids and these infants and these toddlers and everybody, every family that's affected by any of these losses? Yeah. So I don't know. Is there any closing statements you have, Veo?
Yo, man, keep the unit tight. Check in on your people. Make sure if you see any kind of abuse, like I said all the time, if you see something,
Watch your kids, man.
You see something, say something there. You know what I mean? Be involved. Watch out what they're doing. Who are they interacting with now? You know what I mean? If you're an 80s baby, they're 90s raised, make sure you watch out what they're watching right now at times. You know what I mean? It could be very harmful or very detrimental to their upbringing and the growth and their development. With that being said there, stop hurting the children. If you feel like you're going to do something like that there, take a walk, get out of there, take a drive. You know what I mean? If you have to, go sit, somewhere in the car, go eat a piece of pizza. You know what I mean? Don't hurt these kids again there. You know what I'm saying? And, if you know anything about these scientists there, if you're the family members from here in New Mexico there, you know what I mean? Let us know because we're or interested. We haven't heard anybody's family here specifically there.
No.
So I mean, KOAT, KOB4, all those other stuff there.
Right.
But anyway, we're gonna end it on a crazy night and say thank you for listening to us there. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. It's viewers like you that make this happen. This your boy A Omega with the Funky Dope Flavor, aka the Funkle, the Drunkle, the original Drunkle Dandata, and this my boy.
Tio Val, the host with the most, the grossest uncle, and thank you guys for watching. This is episode 40 of CrashOut the sitcom.
40, man.
We're only going to dig deeper on every episode. We're going to have those uncomfortable talks. Somebody bumped into me the other day at the gas station and said what me and A Omega are doing is probably, and I'm not trying to say this to even try to 1% or 1% even try to be gangster in any way, but he said what we're doing, AO, is probably more gangster than any gangster that's ever done anything for any good cause. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna use my words like you, my brother.
Yeah, these uncomfortable conversations. We open up the floodgates for you guys at home to think for yourself and have these conversations with your family and start raising awareness not only on the trafficking and the murdering and the hurt children and kids across the world, but opening up your eyes to what is and what you can do to prevent your family from being affected by any of these monsters that are on TV, movies, anything that you guys are interested in. Basically, it's tainted every single area of life and
innocence
and all of the innocence and everything above that. And it's our jobs to see it in the moment, catch it in the moment, and get rid of it in the moment, so that way our families aren't affected by it. This is Tio Val, your host with the most, the grossest uncle. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega.
This is CrashOut the sitcom, episode 40. Peace out.